Hey everyone, welcome back to part 7 of Halfling Warper, here with Ultraviolent 4, and our little halfling has come so far. Come so far, Ultra. Shire is so far away. Oh no. Oh dear, okay. My whistling failed me there, but that was the Shire theme. Alright, so we're in Spider. In the last episode, we tried to do some elf before doing any Lairune branches, which was somewhat ill-fated. We did manage to find this sword though, this long sword of freezing. We found it in the Elvish Hall, so it is a Elvish sword, but seems to be broken. So my understanding of Elvish swords is that they're supposed to glow blue in the presence of orcs, but this one, unlike Sting, it's the opposite of Sting actually, glows blue when there are no orcs. I think it's broken. Actually, I want to inscribe this. It is, let's see. I'm trying to do Sting backwards in my head. Under pressure, this is hard. Yeah, that's right. This is the sword Knits. And yeah, we still haven't been compelled to go into a melee weapon. We haven't seen any that are too good yet. Probably some sort of demon blade or a demon trident would make me want to do it, or even a good demon whip. Or I don't know if halflings can do one-handed evening stars. We haven't seen it in the game. That's not what I wanted. The item lookup. Evening star. It is a one-handed weapon. I'm hoping that it's doing it like this because we're a halfling. Let's see. What's one that I know is two-handed? A double sword. It is a two-handed weapon. Okay, yeah. So this is doing it for my halfling. So we can use an evening star and a shield. Cool. As far as our skill training goes, we've got a little bit more for shields, and then we're still just going fighting, dodging, invo. Cool, let's get on with it. Oh yeah, in all the panic of doing elf and failing, I forgot to actually say where we are now. So this is Cirith Ungol. In the common tongue that means the spider's cleft, or the spider's pass. So there you go. Hopefully we won't be seeing Shelob. Let's get in this little choke point here so we can do them one at a time. Entropy Weavers, great. We have no arc corrosion. I don't know that we can fight them. I mean, we probably can on its own. So I'm backing up to the stair so that we definitely can't fight one and an Emperor Scorpion. Oh yeah, that's something else I wanted to do. We really should recharge our wand of acid. Why doesn't the acid wand work on Emperor Scorpions? Is this some sort of feature or property of Emperor Scorpions that I'm not aware of? Never get corroded. We need to blink away. What is the deal? And again. We can't really take any more shots. Messed around so much with the corrosion wand that we're nearly dead. Like, it should be fairly straightforward. We acid wand the Emperor Scorpion and we kill him. But when it takes you 5 or 6 acid wands to actually get a corrosion effect, curious. Oh yeah, we've got a macro for this. Just apport all our stones to us. Really enjoy doing this. Oh hey, book. A book of flames. I don't think we need any of those. Some of those would be handy, like sticky flame. Actually, sticky flame would be really handy, but we'd have to train fire and conjurations for it. I don't think we want to. As useful as that would be, we've got the double melee. I've never quite figured out how to say this. They're very scary because they all have smite and they're really fast, so they can smite you very quickly. Let's start a recite. Ooh, it's all 3. Don't know that we can handle all 3. Do they see invis? No. So we could just quaff a potion of invis, it's our only one. But I'm thinking, like, this doesn't look that bad yet. We're still basically on full HP. I guess if this goes really bad, we've got Sanctuary. So maybe we will just try to fight them. Yeah, well, let's start, I guess. Oh man, this is so scary. What if we start digging? This didn't work at all. Just taking this really slow. My plan was to dig a kill hole, but when I dug up there, it actually just revealed a new room here. So that didn't actually help. We killed one. I think we might have killed them all. Okay, so that wasn't as bad as I thought. Zin did help out there. Uh-oh. Okay, alright. We reached our 5.6 target for shields. Nice. Let's get back up before the entropy wave comes. Okay. So we made it to our buckler penalty breakpoint. We know there's a shield in the game. If I could spell shield. Yep. And let's have a look at it. For a halfling who is small, it takes 21 skill to remove the shield penalty. I don't think I want to do it, at least not now, at this point. Maybe if we find some really sweet artifact shield that I can't resist, then we might. But, so, in a lot of games I probably would. It's similar to training a large shield on a normal character. And I do often do that, no problem. The reason that I think maybe I don't want to do it in this game, we've got all these different skills that we kind of want to train to 27. So we've got an Invo God that wants 27 invocations. We want to get our fighting, dodging, and armor up to 27 basically. If we put then shields on as well, we're looking, that's another skill that we want to take to 21. And also at some point, we probably want to train a melee weapon up too. It seems kind of like too much. If we had a god that didn't want so much invo training, I think I probably would do the shield. And I probably would keep the buckler on. That also figures into this thinking. We're trying to use utility spells here. So if we put that shield on now, it's really going to mess with our spells for quite a long time, in fact. And it looks like it looks like we can use these spells with ease, and we can at the moment, but we're still currently wearing a ringmail, which is quite light. At some point I would be happier if we got heavier than this. If we had the innate RC from Hairy Feet, we could wear a Fire Dragon scales. Or if we had Identify, maybe this artifact chainmail is amazing. Go away. Okay, he's seen us now. He's throwing rocks. Well, let's passage back towards the stairs. And why do we always fail it? If we're gonna get crazily corroded, I'd rather not also be fighting a bunch of other spiders at the same time. Also, if he's gonna sit there and throw stones, that makes me so happy. Part of what makes these guys so OP is that they have 4 attacks. And he's wielding a club. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I didn't notice. It's I don't know if it's bugged, but basically Entropy Weaver tiles don't show the weapons that they have. And a club's not too scary, but with 4 attacks, when and if they ever get a weapon, they absolutely savage you. I came across an Entropy Weaver once that had an Executioner's Axe. So they corrode you, and then they attack 4 times a turn with an Executioner's Axe. That's so crazy. So yeah, if he's hitting us with rocks, he's not hitting us with his club and 4 attacks. Let's blink away. Seems like maybe he ran out of rocks. Alright. Entropy we are down. We've got a second scroll of blinking. 1471 gold. The day is ever approaching where we can get into that trove. A book of party tricks. I think we have everything in this that we want. Except for summon butterflies. Let's learn that. What's going on? Yeah. Yep. Summon butterflies. What's really good about this spell? Well, okay, so with no training at all in summonings, it's only a 41% chance. So we'd probably have to train a few levels if we want to use it. But the idea, if I don't contaminate us, is that you can spam butterflies like this and use it to make space with enemies. Because you can switch through them, whereas enemies can't. On to Spider 3. We feel a wave of frost. That's both exciting and scary, because we don't have any form of RC at all. Except for a ring of ice that it's now too late to go and buy. And we wouldn't want to anyway. I'm gonna magic map. It's all the way up the other side. How are we for digging? We don't even know. We've never identified our digging wand. So obviously an ice cave is very dangerous without RC, but you often find RC inside, so I usually don't mind going in and at least seeing. Some are less dangerous than others as well. Like if you get the type that starts off with a whole bunch of simulacrum and lots of ice clouds, that's much worse. But some other types that are full mostly of polar bears and stuff, you can fight them. Also, I think this is probably going to be enough gold. It made so much noise there. I saw my noise meter go red. Not sure, maybe I imagined it. Should have Shroud on. Okay, good. And we'll just apport all our stones back to us. As well as this ring. We have removed Curse. This might be a very aptly timed cold resistance ring. It's Curse Loudness. No, never lucky. Whoa. I just had a realization so great that I actually had to stop recording for a bit there. And that realization is that we should be using this blowgun. This is actually the perfect time to be using it, because all the spiders in here are vulnerable to poison, and we have 6.5 throwing skill because it cross-trained with our slings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the blowgun on B. So now with apostrophe we can switch between the Vestibulas and the blowgun. But yeah, we should have been doing this the whole time. Oh god, that's a spark wasp. Okay, our hex chance is really low on it. They are vulnerable to poison, but we don't have RLEC, and it's going to do so much damage to us. What have we got? We've got 2 potions of resistance. Maybe we could use 1, but I want to have at least 1 if we're going to make it anywhere in the ice cave. Well, let's have a shot at poisoning it, and then if we miss, we'll reassess. Oh god, we missed. Let's reassess. Let's go again. We missed again. Okay, I've got to blink away. We can't let it be on top of us. Why can't we hit it? Okay. Alright, so we poisoned it once. The real problem here is that... Oh, it got it got netted. It went into the web trap. Oh no, it immediately got out. Okay, never mind. Damn it. Okay, we could so easily die from this. I feel like we need to heal wounds. And then, now it's poisoned, maybe we try our sling. Oh god, this is so scary. These guys are so terrifying. They do so much damage if you don't have Aralek. Okay, well we got it. I'm just gonna port all our stones to us. Why are we so weak at apportation? We've got 10 translocations trained. Strange. Can't even pull a stone to us. Alright, here we go, ice cave. Okay, good. I'm very glad it's not the double ice dragon entrance. That guy should tick out to the poison. Oh, there are 2 of them. I feel like I want to kill them because if this is a really sketchy ice cave and we have to bail out of it nearly dead, I don't just want to insta-lose to one of these orb spiders. Okay, oh. Wait, that orb of destruction hit us? How? I thought we had dodged it. It somehow went around the wall. Yeah, okay, we got everything. Alright, let's go in, let's find out. I think this is the demon one. As in, it has a lot of freezing race and a lot of ice demons. We can maybe do it. The fact that Alpha Stibulus is flaming helps us against all those things because they're susceptible to fire, as these guys are. Euphybus. Okay. So that helps. Also helps if there's a fiend in here, because they are also susceptible to fire. Is it really true that the ice devils are susceptible to fire? Okay, they are. So this Vestibulus is really powerful here. Although, okay, good. We really don't want to take too many shots from them being vulnerable to... Well, not vulnerable, but having no RC. Something just so satisfying about using that macro to pull in stones. Okay, I thought that might be the case. The double ice statue. That's okay. They don't regen health as long as you take this really slow. Okay, so as soon as one of them, say, bolts of colds us or puts freezing clouds on us, we have to back up and heal. But we can essentially have as many turns as we want because, yeah, they won't heal. Or if they do anything like that. Although in that case, let's just pull out our dagger. So we don't accidentally mulch our stones against a summon. Okay, got one. We'll walk right up to the next guy. I'm tempted to hold tab, but I know that's unwise. Yeah, there we go, sweet. Okay. Ooh. That's very likely down there, that cloak, to be a cloak of cold resistance. They're very often the cloaks you find in ice caves. That might make us feel a lot safer in here. I knew we'd get the wrong one. That's okay. So we're going to check this out. Oh, it is. Okay, excellent. +2 cold resistance. I don't think we're going to wear that normally because it drops us down to 2 points of MR. when having 3 is much safer. But while we're in the ice cave, we definitely will. And is this archery? Oh, God. I accidentally put the wrong one on. I meant to put on the embroidered gloves because they were on small C. And this chainmail was on shift C. Okay, so we found out what it is. And it's got Kintam on it, so that's our nightmare. But it also has RLEC, which is good. 2 points of MR and plus regen. Can we cast in this? Takes passage down to 32%. Let's find out what these gloves are. Okay, they're weaker strength, as in +1 versus +2. We've got 2 cancellation. I didn't check the AC before we put this on, so I don't know. I feel like this is maybe okay. So this again, it puts our MR up, lets us keep the cloak of RC, and gives us extra regen and RLX. So all these things are really good. It's just that chainmail is really quite heavy. So our passage is down to 32% and red, which is kind of unacceptable. Maybe let's take dodging to 14. We'll turn it off. We'll focus our armor and then translocations, and we'll see if we can kind of cast in this. Because if we're going to take this off, we're going to have to use one of our 2 cancellation if we don't want to be mutated. Oh God. Okay, I'm really glad we have the RC now. Although not so glad that we can't passage anymore. Let's put our Shroud on. What's Shroud? 17% to fail. But having Shroud on with chainmail is very likely to never get broken. Don't like this. We've never identified our digging wand. God, I can't believe we accidentally put that. We waited so long for this chainmail. Waiting patiently for an identify scroll, and then I just accidentally put it on. And it was contaminated. Oh God, what is this? I feel like we might need to dig if we get trapped in these clouds, freezing clouds for days. I think this ending normally has a Reaper in it. Oh my God. Okay, Shroud's on. Take this slowly. We've got 2 hitting us. Alright, we're all good. The extra regen helps us too. What's good about this one though, well, fighting the Reaper isn't so good, but this one usually has weapons in it, so there's a good chance here that we might get a Demon Blade or a Demon Trident. 3 at once is too much. Let's dig so we can do 1 at a time. And I wonder if we can fight a Reaper. Maybe. Oh, it's a Blizzard Demon. Okay, that's much better. And 18 Sling Bullets, the dream. Well, I don't really want to blink away from this guy because we're likely to land in these freezing clouds. But we just got RLX, so maybe it's fortunate that I put on that armor. So it has Lightning Bolt, but we now have RLX, and it has Bolt of Cold, but again we now have a point of RC. And these guys, they're susceptible to fire as well, so this is much easier than a Reaper. Okay, we rolled really well in here. Demon Whip. Okay, I can work with that. No, I can't, because this is a good god. And what have I been talking about? This always happens. This isn't TSO. So we actually, we're not allowed to use these things unless we switch and then switch back. So I'm going to pick it up because we could do some sneaky things where we, let's get the Sling Bullets, by the way. Do we have RF? No, not anymore. We have a ring of RF, so we can get it. Okay. So I guess the +1 ring mail fire resistance we don't really need anymore. Let's get the Sling Bullets. We should also check out this Rune Rapier. If it's a a Rapier of Elec. Okay, well there it is. It is a Rapier of Elec. Maybe we could use that instead. Alright, so we've got lots of options now. I'd rather have the Rapier of Elec than the Poison Dagger. God, so many options. There's a lot of stuff in here. We haven't explored this bit to the top, but I know there's never any loot up there, so the loot's always in this little room here. So I'm not even gonna bother going up. So many freezing clouds. With RC and regen, it looks sketchy, but we can kind of walk through it. Alright. Okay, cool. So let's keep going with Spider. I really don't know what I want to do now. Because, yeah, so if you get to full TSO Piety, you can bless a weapon. So we could bless this Demon Whip to be a Sacred Scourge is the name of it. And it would be a holy weapon, but it's still a base Demon Whip type. Well, it's a different type. Let's see. I think it might have 1 extra base damage. Is that how you spell it? It is. Okay. So, yeah, the Demon Whip has 11 damage. The Sacred Scourge has 1 less accuracy, but 12 base damage. So, in that sense, it's probably actually better. So yeah, we could do a brief switch into TSO, bless our weapon, and then switch back to Xin. Or a Rapier of Elec is also a decent weapon. We could just use that too. We need to drop more things. Let's just drop the Demon Whip. We don't have to carry it around. We can be aware of that plan without actually carrying it on us. Why are we so bad with the blowgun? I guess 6.8 isn't a huge amount of skill. I believe it's 8, at which point... Oh, the Book of Battle. 8 skill is the point at which it becomes like blowguns used to be with 0 skill before they nerfed them, because everything used blowgun crawl. Okay, so this has a couple of spells that I wouldn't mind. Song of Slaying I quite like, and Spectral Weapon I really like, but doesn't help us with... Let's just learn both of them. And Spectral Weapon. Okay, so yeah, Spectral Weapon does not help us at all with a sling, and is not as good with a short blade as it is with a Polum. Polum is by far the best Spectral Weapon type because you can reach around you. Let's find out. We should do our Digging Wand. Yeah, that's really precious. Oh, go away. That's just some random chainmail. We can't really be testing them anyway because we have... this one has Contam on it, so we're going to get contaminated. And also, let's just drop our Cloak of Magic Resistance. We've now got plenty. Emperor Scorpion. Our plan is to acid. It never works. Why can't... Is there some secret thing about Emperor Scorpions I don't know about where you just cannot acid wand them? They should not be this resistant to it. I just keep going because it seems absurd that this should be the case. I've been confused. We cannot afford to be confused next to the Emperor Scorpion. So just Q it out of it. I'm also not using the blowgun on the Emperor Scorpion because he's poison resistant. So yeah, there's no point. he's poison enough, he should just tick out. Oh, it got around the corner. Hacks. That guy is aimbotting. How? Oh, something else. I've been working up for it for so long that when it finally happened, it didn't actually register. We have enough gold to go into the trove. Okay, this might help our weapon decisions too. We'll see what's in there. And we really hope... Okay, good. We didn't have to use a curing just on some random Tarantella on its own. Sometimes you do, because as they confuse you, it makes them more likely to hit with their additional attacks, and then they confuse you more, and then more and more, and then they just start killing you. Okay, let's go to our trove. No, we can't yet. We need to buy the book. No, we don't. It's the singing sword. Oh god. Alright, the singing sword. Let me just check. On the percent screen, no, it's Control O. It will tell us. Trove wants a singing sword. Okay. Let's make sure I press the right button. It is on A. Alright. Yes. We've got the singing sword. Let's go to the trove. Okay. Don't just run in. Remember, you gotta make space first. Oh, hey, Edzurf's ghost. He's the octopode with the dark maw. Can do 50 damage, so yeah, I shouldn't just disrespect him that badly. Because he's still kind of threatening. Alright, so we gotta make space. Let's drop... I don't know, let's just drop all our potions. Actually, you can drop them all with exclamation mark. Wait. Drop? It's under this one where it says select all with exclamation mark. And there we go. Okay. Lose all our potions. Let's give it the singing sword. Yep. What do we get? We got a jewelry one. Okay. So all that worrying about trying to get weapons did not pay off. I see here the Ring of Robustness, so that's an extra 8 AC. That's exciting. We're just going to try all these on. -3 strength, great. It's kind of dangerous to try on these artifact rings, but we don't have any identifiers and I'm really impatient, so we're just going to do it. 2 curse strength rings right off the bat. So let's remove curse both of those. CNF. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to keep going. Ice and Aralek. I guess we can keep it. We can bring it out. Aralek, 3 points of armor, strength -3, dex +3, slay -2. It's kind of like our armor, but the good version, so I don't think we want that. Wiz -telly, R poison, int +9. That is worth carrying out of here, in case we get a Zot with the double teleport trap. Slow plus blink, AC +4, seeing this. No, I don't like that. The slow on it makes it dangerous. Dex +7, strength minus. +2 int. Aralek, RC plus, RN plus, Dex +2, stealth minus. That's not bad if we ever take off the armor that we've got, because it's the source of Aralek. So I think I like carrying that out too. Let's just try the amulets. Our current amulet is magic regen, which is pretty bad. +3 reflection, that's better. Ring of Robustness, we're definitely going to be using this. Again, we may as well just bring the protection of magic out. But I'm going to turn it off in our auto pickup because we're not going to need any additional ones after this. Artifact amulet, do we do it? Yeah, let's do it. -telly plus invis, RN plus, regen plus, dex +2. Having -telly on a piece of jewelry is not that bad, because let's see. So have a look here in the top right thing in brackets tells you your last turn. So let's take off the amulet. That's the wrong kind apparently. It's Shift R for remove. Yeah, there we go. It takes 0.5 of a turn to take it off if you need to do something. So we could walk around with that. It's effectively a plus invis plus regen amulet. That's not terrible. I don't know, I'm not sure. And we'll try this ring. Plus 3 dex, we don't need that. What's really interesting to me is that we've tried all these rings and we still don't know what the one ring is. So it seems like it is indeed some exotic type of ring. And that's it, right? Yeah, poison resistance. I didn't accidentally drop ours, did I? No, good, we still got it. Alright. So let's come out with these. Some of these we don't really want to walk around with. I just pulled them out. So the Ice Aralek we don't really want. Positive energy we don't really need. Additional protection from magic. What have we got? That's probably it. And then, oh right, the Wiz one. Okay, yep. That's not terrible either. Having Wizardry and +9 int is actually pretty good. And again, it's only 0.5 of a turn to take off if you want to teleport. Because what does that do actually for our spells? If we put that on, we can then quite comfortably cast Passage even without additional training. So I think we might actually use this. And then we just take it off for half a turn if we need a blink. And then that replaces our poison ring. Sweet. And then the other ring that we wear normally is obviously the +8 AC Ring of Robustness. Takes us up to 35 AC. That's pretty nutty. Although in saying that we don't need to train more translocations, I still want to train more armor. Because now that we've gone up to chainmail, we're going to get better returns out of it. Let's take dodging to 15. We'll make some skill targets. Dodging to 15, and to make it even, we'll do armor to 15 as well. Cool. And then I guess that didn't help us with our weapon question. Yeah, I don't know. Short blades? I don't know. I'll just sit on it for now. So we need to get our potions back again. How do you pick them all up? I didn't know how to do this. There is some button, is it? I don't remember what it is. Okay, never mind. You can see my typing ability as I type out the alphabet. There is some button that makes you pick up all items in stack though, but I don't remember what it is. Alright, so I guess we go back to Spider's Nest now. Do I want a +3 Amulet of Reflection or one that gives us plus Invis and Regen? I feel like the plus Regen plus Invis one is better, but then we've got 2 minus Tele items on. So it goes from half a turn to a full turn if we want to teleport. Plus Invis is really good though going into shoals because a lot of things can't see Invis, and it's actually quite good in Spider too. So I think what we do is, let's train even more stuff. Let's just go nuts. Let's do 5 points of evocations. And what did I do? I think I did invocations. No, it is. It's on 5. Why didn't you turn it on? Odd. Alright, so we're training heaps of things right now. We'll take Evo to 5. We will use this amulet. If we really, really desperately need to blink, or we desperately need to teleport or something, we can always just use our Sanctuary. Alright, back to Spider. I'm just checking. Yeah, we got no telly. We've got... Okay. our luck, we've still got 3 points of MR. 3 points of MR is fine to have. I'm keeping the Ring of Protection from Magic on us though, just in case we see something that can hex us. Alright, sweet. How are we for gold? 103. Okay. At some point, I wouldn't mind getting this +1 Buckler positive energy. There's so much stuff that I want in terms of gold. A lot of that stuff's really good. Okay, on to Spider 3. Even though we don't have any training yet, we can still evoke invisibility for a 71% chance to fail, which is nice, I guess. At 5 points of evocations training, it takes it to 50-50, which is okay. It's not something that you need to go off immediately usually. You can keep trying until you get it. Alright, here we go again, Emperor Scorpion. It looks like we can just fight him. We do have a lot more AC now. 35 in fact. And I want to be... Okay, so there was a Zot Trap. That's really fun and exciting. Something to note... Okay, well actually we lost all our magic. But something to note is that even with no Artelli... Oh god. You can still use Passage. It's one of the ways that you get a Formicid to do it. As in, you get a Formicid to use a positioning tool. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We can still passage around even with God, minus Telly. Go away. Yeah, so it doesn't completely nerf our Warper playstyle. Been lucky, we've seen a couple of quite dangerous monsters on this floor. A Moth of Wrath and a Torpor Snail. They might not seem that dangerous, but it's in combination. So if you get a Moth of Wrath with, say, one of these Emperor Scorpions, terrifying, or a Torpor Snail with a whole massive pack of spiders, also kind of scary, but on their own, which we've been lucky enough to have happen, they're okay. Evocations to 2, that puts our Invis at 63%. Oh god, okay, Spark Wasp again. Let's see if we can poison it once and then start passaging back to the stair. We have our Lek now, so it's not as scary. We could probably just fight it. But I preemptively want to put a passage up to these stairs, okay? So we can jump in it if we need to. Oh god, we're still, even with our Lek, we're just losing to this guy. Okay, never mind. Got there. Thinking about Spectral Weapon, I mean, I know we have enough skills going at the moment, but I think I would like to do it at some point. Here's our Entropy Weaver. Alright, we can take these other guys up first. I think he's scary enough that I want to quiver our Sling Bullets to fight him, and we'll preemptively put up our Shroud, which immediately falls apart. Same thing with the Spark Wasp. Let's put our Passage down, so now we can jump in it. If we get Corrode minus 20. These guys are so absurd. At least this one doesn't have a weapon. Oh, he does! He has a Flail of Holy Wrath! Oh my god. You really should check because the tile doesn't show it. Man, why do the Entropy Weavers all have weapons? It's not fair. with their 4 attacks and corrosion. It's super OP. These guys are much less scary than they used to be too, the demonic crawlers. Ever since we got 35 AC, not really bothered too much. The reason I wasn't taking them up then is because I was hoping for this guy to shoot his orbs, and then I was gonna step around like that, the red back, to make him shoot his own teammate. It's always fun. Why is everything coming out? Are we really making that much noise? I'm not complaining, it's good, because it's bringing everything to the stairs, but... Oh, we got a ghost morph. Okay. Fortunately we have C Invis. Unfortunately we have the choice between R Poison or C Invis. And the R Poison... Sorry, we have the choice between R Poison, C Invis or 8 AC. And R Poison is very necessary. So we're going to have to put on C Invis. Man, we got a lot stronger. Also, oh, we ran out of stuff. We need to get all our stones back. Suddenly jumping spiders. Okay. Oh, that's all our needles except for the curare ones. I'm just apporting them back to us. Go away. So I shoot them and then I apport them back. Go away. There we go. Alright, so now we can... it's kind of like when I was fighting the bush earlier on. I don't just want to hit the apport macro a bunch of times in a row here to pick up everything, because enemies might wander in. So got to press it somewhat sanely. But this is very satisfying. Except we ran out of magic. But it was good up till that point. We're confused. Oh right, I accidentally kept C Invis on. It kind of paid off here, but when we kill this, we should immediately put plus 8 AC back on. Sweet. I kind of feel like halflings already are relatively robust, but having the Ring of Robustness certainly steps it up to another level. Alright, it's too much crazy stuff coming. Let's go up. Then we can fight the Emperor Scorpion on his own. Shroud. Oh, jeez. Okay, good. So we made it up before the Moth of Wrath berserked him. And we can, even with not really any Shortblade skill, 2.9, we can kind of hit him with this Elec Rapier. And Elec's so busted that we probably should get there. Or I could just apport our stuff back to us. Oh really? I didn't Okay, there aren't any slings up here. We just not... Okay, we're actually gonna die to him. See if we can finish him with an acid wand. We can't. Can we Father Floods him? Actually, that's something I should have done. I should have been using our invis because those guys can't see it. Okay, yeah. Gotta remember that. It's at 54% to fail, so it's pretty reliable now. Let's go see if this is might. It is. If we were sitting all that time on 2 potions of experience, I would have been very sad. Just keep coming. So more strength or more int? We've got enough strength to cover our armor. But we've also got so much int off that ring, +9, so I think we just go more strength. I mean, who knows? Maybe we're gonna find some crazy artifact plate armor. Enchant armor. None of those items is particularly... Sorry, none of our other armors are particularly exciting, so I think we'll just leave that there. And then we can always come back if we find, say, some sort of magical helmet or something. Okay, this time, evoke invis. Okay, we've got it. Okay, and we can actually... It's a short blade, it's not as good as a dagger, but we can still stab with this. It's running out though. And we also don't have any stealth skill, so that wasn't too exciting. Oh well, tried. We killed it right as... he blew himself up. Idiot. Invis. Oh, we're already contaminated actually. We're still contaminated from last time, so I don't really want to do it. We keep forgetting to look up. Where's our Song of Slaying? It's on Q. Why don't we make a macro? ZT, what's that? I don't know. So we now got a Song of Slaying macro. Sweet. That's really good with our Vestibulas, because it means that we can just rack up crazy amounts of slaying with our sling that shoots relatively fast. Oh right, we ran out of stuff. I guess we go our rapier. Okay, yeah, it works. I think at some point as well we really need to go buy those 19 sling bullets that we have in a shop somewhere. As unexciting as that is. It keeps happening. How's he threading that around the corners? Alright, there's our evocations to 5. It gets turned off automatically. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, I was gonna say, so we'll go do the room last, but this wasn't one of the layouts with the room. It just had sort of the room sitting in a corner. Ah, okay, cool. So there's our spider room. We'll leave that one there. If you join me in the next one, we'll be heading into Shoals. Try to get our second room. Or we might go back into Elf. That's possible too. Maybe we're strong enough now. Anyway, I'll think about it. See you next time.